good morning, folks, and good morning from London. This is Naim Aslam, and welcome to our channel in which we discuss several different market opportunities on a daily basis. Basically, what we really do is we give you the fundamentals that are driving the markets to the upside or to the downside. In addition to that, we define various different price levels where potentially the market can see major moves. And more importantly, I break down the news, which may not be easily digestible to you guys when you read the general financial media outlets, and then you're just confused with what exactly is going on. So that is what we really do. And more importantly, what we also do is we filter out all the noise out of the market and really translate that what it really means in terms of a stock market. So this is exactly what we will be doing today as well, as always. Before I continue, it is important for me to go through this brief disclaimer. Anything which will be discussed cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. Now, folks, what is going on in the stock market today? Well, to recap with everything, we just had a major important economic data just out. UK services PMI came in at 56.8, forecast was 51, manufacturing 57.9, forecast was 55. So obviously the number has come in very, very strong. Now let me look at the asset class which could have seen a massive influence on the back of that. And then I'm just looking at my chart for sterling dollar, and then I am of course seeing a positive momentum on the back of that. So throughout the day, we get several different economic numbers. Earlier today, we had German manufacturing and services PMI number. We also had the French manufacturing and PMI services PMI number. Now, if you remember from our previous conversation, especially yesterday, what we discussed was that, okay, there is this concern about the lockdown and then how Germany is going to bring the lockdown for the Easter holidays as well. Unfortunate aspect, for sure, there is no doubt about that in terms of our social lives and stuff. But in terms of a longer picture, of course, government is doing the right thing in order to keep that lockdown in place, especially when numbers are increasing. Now, what does that mean in terms of a market? Now, of course, market has been very much concerned that, okay, now we are going to see prolonged economic recovery period. But folks, it has only been extended by another month. So it's not really going to have a major impact of that. And especially if growth is already in a higher gear. So this message was delivered in terms of economic data, which came out yesterday, because the manufacturing number, they came in well ahead of the expectation for Germany, and that shows that yes, there is this massive momentum building up in Germany. So what happened on the back of that? We've seen, just like earlier I've discussed, that the sterling has moved up on the back of the manufacturing and the services PMI number. We saw the similar move for the euro dollar as well. We saw the euro dollar moving to the upside as well. Now, of course, this also has some sort of influence on the DAX index as well. So we did see the number pushing the DAX index away from its lows of the day, because the DAX index is still very much trading to the downside, because investors and traders are ready, they are cognizant, they're a bit concerned about this prolonged period. But again, folks, that is where we really come in and we explain, because I think this is just nothing but a noise. Again, as long as we know that the central bank, which means this European Central Bank, is behind us and then ready to provide us more support, there shouldn't be any reason that there should be concern, especially if the economic numbers are showing this much of a strength in the market. So it should be very easy in relation to taking a long trade. And especially today, I am seeing that massive momentum, the tech momentum coming into the market. And if you remember, is one of the stock that we have talked about recently as well, and that upward momentum is still extremely strong. Of course, we are waiting for a major sort of a pullback before we can get into that trade, because we are not going to chase that trade. And folks, if you want content in in these videos, please don't be shy, smash that like button, because what it does is it really helps us on the YouTube algorithms. And of course, subscribe to the channel as well at the same time, because it helps you to get all the notifications on a daily basis. Now, moving away from equity market, and something which is very, very exciting, and then you can probably tell by the big smile on my face, is the fundamentals around Bitcoin. Something really big has happened, and that is, remember before Elon Musk, when he changed his Twitter handle, to Bitcoin, and then he became the CFO, became the master of all coins, and then the company also bought, before that company also bought Bitcoin in its treasury system. But the challenges were that you can still not buy Tesla with Bitcoin. And this challenge has been addressed by Elon Musk, who's the CEO of Tesla today, saying that yes, you can buy Tesla by using your Bitcoin. So all of those people who've been sitting out and then saying that you cannot do anything with Bitcoin, you cannot buy anything with it, it has no use, and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Now you have a car manufacturer which is leading this EV space, electric vehicle space, and it is the future of this market, has actually enabled users that they can buy Tesla by using Bitcoin. So this is a really big news. What do you think about this? Do you guys agree that this is a big news, or do you guys still think that yes, no, we need a bit more, we still need to see more? I think it is a very positive development for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrency space, for the good projects to really continue from here onwards. Of course, we are seeing a lot of momentum in Cardano, and of course in Ethereum as well, but NFTs are very much on the forefront of this one. So tokens like Theta, Engine, and Chile, they are massively moving to the upside. And for the disclaimer purposes, I have no affiliation with any of these companies which I have mentioned. I'm just completely speaking from the potential and from the price perspective, and that's all. Of course, I do hold all these coins, the one that I have mentioned, and that could be the only bias that I have them. But at least I'm putting my mouth where my money is, right? Or my money where my mouth is, whatever way you wanted to say it. So I do believe in these projects, and that's why they are, and we are seeing positive momentum on that. Now, once again, if you like the content, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. So now let's move away from cryptocurrencies to commodity space, and then see what exactly is going on. Now, in the commodity space, gold prices are very, very important to look at, because on the 4-hour time frame, what I'm seeing is this is your 50-day simple moving average, this is your 100-day simple moving average. Gold price is just trading in between them. So as long as this 50-day simple moving average continues to provide support, it can push the price back above the 100-day simple moving average. Now, this is the tipping point. Why? Because if it can break above the 100-day simple moving average, then we have chances for this to move and then continue to move to the upside, and then really go towards the 1800 price level. But if it doesn't, then we are moving to the downside. If you are unsure about how to trade the moving averages, if you have questions about them, if you wanted to have a training around this one, how to find those specific price levels and how to trade them, just do get in touch. I'd be very happy to do that. Now, in terms of oil prices, a lot of noise is there, because this is something that we expected oil prices to continue to retrace, and we are seeing that retracement. But the big aspect with respect to oil prices is we have the crude inventory data. Just imagine crude and Brent prices being at $70 and $71. Of course, US was going to increase its production without any doubt. There was no doubt about that. And that's what we have seen. Now that supply and demand equation has gone out of whack, and that has started to push the oil prices to the downside. Basically, in very simple English, we are looking at a situation where demand is getting pressed because of the renewed risk around coronavirus and the restrictive measures, and on the other side we have US oil producers really steaming up and increasing their oil production, digging more oil from ground. So that is exactly what's going on. So as always, we'll see you guys here, same place, same time tomorrow. And do check out the 2 technical analysis video I've done earlier today on Bitcoin, and of course on gold and oil as well, if you wanted to learn more. Otherwise, stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you.